Hi again, it's me, Tony, and you say, well, twice in 1 week, this is getting too much. You're turning into a moving star or something like that. Anyway, I just made something this morning and I thought you'd be very interested, or I'm interested anyway, in what this thing does. It's called a celt, and it's pre-Stonehenge. Not this piece of wood, mind you. No, this piece of wood is about a 50, 60-year-old oak tree, and I made it into the design that was recommended to produce this little item. Anyway, we're going to get a little bit closer look at this and show you what it does. A celt. Okay, so this is a little closer up look at this device, and it's sort of shaped as sort of a boat. And it's got a rounded bottom, and it's rounded on both sides, and it's about 1 foot long. And I thought I'd display it on here so you could see that there's no trickery going to be involved in this. There's absolutely nothing under here, just an old display case, and my fingers will never leave my hand, as they said. So anyway, I'll just show you how this thing spins. Pretty good. Now, let's look at that again. Just going to rub it a little bit. Give it another spin. Goes the other way. Rub it. Give it a spin. That's good to me. Sometimes the harder you spin it the other way, it seems to like one particular way. If you spin it counterclockwise, works fine. If you spin it clockwise, it gets quite violent and it wants to go the other way. Now this is something like you get in the southern parts of the world, whereby the water in the toilet in the southern hemisphere goes down one way and up here it goes another. This is the same way. Apparently these sticks go just the opposite. It's clockwise or counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere, and you'll spin clockwise in the southern hemisphere, but if we try to spin it clockwise, it just doesn't like it. It wants to go the other way. Rather interesting. Part of the mystique with this, I first made this morning, and it wouldn't work very well, and it actually says has to be rubbed a lot by as many people as you can find. So I found 5 or 6 people, and sure enough it started to spin. It was working fine, and the more I worked at it, the more I polished it and a few more hands touched it, it's gotten to this stage now that it basically wants to go, just doesn't want to go that way at all. It just bounces around and wants to go that direction. So now, in the description of this thing, what it says is that it works best with the oak. This is a piece of oak, and depending upon which way the tree was growing, the sun shone on one side and the rings are closer together, so it's something to do with weight. I can see that. So the sun on one side makes it grow faster, so it'd be less weight on the sunny side, maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway, a couple more spins. Clockwise, great. Counterclockwise. It just becomes a life of its own, trying to go the other way. And there's no finish on this. It's a bit shiny, but I put a bit of beeswax on it. They say not to put any man-made finishes on these things. The more you touch it, the more you rub it, the better it works. And with the natural beeswax, it imparts whatever it is, but apparently you just don't want man-made finishes on it. But as I say, I did this on a piece of glass, so you can see there's nothing underneath it. It recommends glass. It needs to be insulated from the earth, whichever, well, that, I don't know what that does, but there you go. I find that quite amazing. And the way it goes the other way. Cool. Hope you like that.